Danny, I know it's a cliche, but was that a game of two halves for you?
Yeah, we were disappointed with ourselves first half. Just didn't play with anywhere near the energy, the intensity, and the speed, the enthusiasm that I expect my teams to play for. It was like we were trying to be so precise. Credit to Tranmere because they set up really well organised, compact, no distances, didn't give us much space to play in, but we played far too slow. We were trying to be so precise, almost trying not to make a mistake, and sometimes that can be the biggest mistake that you make. And yeah, too many coming underneath the ball, and they only had one forward, and our two centre-halves are really good on the ball. They can easily beat that first line of defence, and then we have numbers up the pitch. We didn't do that. We come underneath the ball, and then when we did lose it, we're not in a position to then win it straight back. So for us, we want to play with more purpose. We want to move it quicker. We don't mind, if the players lose it, then we know that if they play to the structure, that we're in a really good position to win it straight back, and that's what we are. We're a high pressing, counter press team, and it's that energy and intensity that then goes into our play with the ball. But yeah, today our play with the ball was so slow, and it never allowed us to get the intensity into our work against the ball.
Yeah, and I suppose that would have been the whole conversation at half time, was it? Both with the players that were there and the subs that were going, right, you'll go on, we need something different.
Yeah, well, we did. So we're lucky we have Enda, who does a brilliant job as our analysis, and he was up high with Nicky. And the great thing now is that we can, speak during the game, decide what's not quite right, and then we can find some clips to back what we're saying up, and then the players at half-time can watch those clips and kind of get a visual idea of what we're saying, and I think that can be quite powerful, and I do think that certainly helped. Again, at half-time, once the players come out, I was a bit late coming out because I'm talking to the subs. I'm telling them what I'm trying to give them a good clear idea of what we want to do in the second half. And we said before the game that it will take all of us. We know we're lean and mean. We know we're a small group. Boys like JK have to come in. He's probably the first time he's ever played centre midfield in his life. But obviously Pez picked just calf tightened up a little bit. I thought Adrian come in and did really well. Arthur, I moan at him every single day of his life, but credit where it's due. I thought he'd come on and played with some really nice range and really sped us up. And of course, Oscar, just amazing really. He'd rolled his ankle on Thursday. He had no right to play. Didn't train Friday. Tried to train Friday. Didn't make it through the warm up. And then wanted to do a fitness test. Come in this morning, passed that, and got himself on the pitch. And I thought he carried the ball for us and got us up the pitch. And of course Kyreece. We had a dilemma, of course. He's doing so well. Do you start him from the beginning? It makes sense in a lot of ways, but he's been such an impact from the bench, and we just think that first game of the season, we know that everybody over tries and that it gets tired because people are not at their physical peak at the moment. And I thought, they were excellent, Tranmere, but they really tired in the game. And he was able to come on and obviously find the equaliser that I think we certainly deserved.
Yeah, and even when we scored, you could see there was a little celebration. Then they wanted to get back in.
Yeah, I like that.
Had the game gone on a little bit longer, we might have got that winner.
Yeah, I think that we were the only team that was going to win the game at that point, and we were definitely trying to push the game. And I like the fact we didn't celebrate too much. Balls on the centre circle, we were going again. But the boys that come on the pitch did really well. But we'll leave, I think, really disappointed with not being us in the first half. And I just said to them in now, it was boring. I don't want to. It was boring. At first half, I was bored. It was too slow. It was too precise. We don't want to be that. We want to be a fast, attacking, high-energy team. And we say to them all the time, I don't mind them making mistakes. They will make mistakes. That will happen. I watch football every day of my life. It's mistake-ridden. That's not what defines you. It's just your reaction. And just for us to play quickly, if we lose it, win it straight back. First half, like I said, we didn't quite get to that. And we've got a lot of young players, and it's a big deal, right? You know, some of them are making their league debuts. You've got young Jaden, you've got Ben Perry making his first start. We have so many young, Adrian Akandi making his first start for us. We have so many young ones, and it's a big deal. And I get why maybe, you know, naturally there's some nervousness and some anxiety, but yeah, we'll take a lot of learning from that first half performance. And I said to him in there in the end, I don't want us to ever play like that again. I don't ever want to play like that again, because that's just not us, and that's not what we're trying to be.
We did show that determination and resilience in the second half.
Yeah.
It took us longer than we wanted to get back in it, but
yeah,
we certainly, even at the beginning of the second half, we kind of turned Tranmere around a bit, and we did the things that you'd want more from.
We were much better second half. Yeah, we were much more second half. We were much more familiar. It looked like us, and yeah, you know, we dominated the ball in the attacking half. We camped in and we asked lots and lots of questions of them, and we kept going and going and going. And we were, even though it wasn't quite falling, we were relentless. And because we had so much ball, they tied and tied and tied, and then we found the goal. And I thought we finished the game physically in a really good place, which I expect. We work really hard. We work really, really hard every single day. So yeah, we expect to be physically in a good position to win games late on. And we're just disappointed, like I said, after equalising, that we couldn't just find that winner.